Hi guys, in today's do-it-yourself inspection series, we're going to be talking about flashing. Not that kind of flashing, but metal flashing that goes over the tops of your windows, doors, and belly bands, and how to get it installed if you don't have it. Thanks for watching. Here's some head flashing, some metal head flashing over the windows. Little tiny piece. And when this property was constructed, head flashings weren't as common, and so I'm surprised to see a little bit. That's a good sign. There's head flashing over the belly band. Good sign. So as we walk around the front, so here we don't have any head flashing over here. There's going to be some kind of argument that you have this much overhang, so you don't need it. The code says otherwise, but so it's interesting just to see either different timing of construction or different, somebody made a decision somewhere to not have it here. Our storage room doors, the brick molding, you should have head flashing over that, even though it is under a little overhang. You'd want it over your front doors as well. In both instances, you'll see a big bead of sealant or caulking installed there instead of head flashing. Party privacy walls, these are always a problem. Most of the time they have a piece of wood trim on them, and that wood trim always leaks. In this instance, you'll see it has a metal cap, which is a step up, but I would definitely want to check that wall. You could grab on it, you could wiggle it if it's solid or not. So we're looking at a front entry. We've got a couple of doors, some windows, and some light fixtures. So storage room door likely, or door to garage. You can see no head flashing, lots of sealant, and especially with this vertical orientation siding, you've got to get your sealant here, and then it has to go into the pocket, and then around, and then into the pocket. So if you had a piece of head flashing that was integrated underneath, you wouldn't have an issue there. Because even though you're sealed here, you're not sealed on your joints of your brick mold. And then where you do have sealant, your sealant's failed. It works for a while, and then it fails. So yeah, you can add metal flashing by pulling the trim off and getting the vertical leg of flashing be underneath your building paper, underneath your siding, and then coming down over the trim to protect the top edge of the trim. Light fixture, no sealant. I'm going to get water into my electrical and into the wall cavity below this. Door, brick mold, again, is okay. It's been sealed. These are replacement windows in our window frame, so you can see sealant around the window. I've got a little piece of head flashing here. I've got new sealant above the window, so somebody has paid attention with their sealant, but I'd still like to see some metal head flashing there. A little wall bump out. So this is an area over electric meters, it can be over gas meters, etc. So it's nice that we have that little bump out. You can see the roof bumping up against the siding. You can actually see a big bead of caulking or sealant between the roof and the siding. So not the greatest. I would like to see flashing there or something integrated under the siding. There's likely water running down still in behind the meters. Here's a good piece that I was talking about where the wall assembly is just caulked to the siding, and you can see the old sealant because the roof is actually sagged with some water damage to it. So I can put my whole finger behind there. So this is not doing much in the way of shedding water. Hi guys, thanks for watching this episode. We hope you learned something. Our goal is to teach you how to do it yourself and inspect your own buildings. So if you missed any episodes, please hit the subscribe button. And if you like what we're doing, hit that bell and you'll be notified for more educational videos. Thanks for watching.